Hey guys, what's up? This is Shan Heather, and in this video we are going to do a speed test comparison between Huawei P30 Pro and Huawei P20 Pro smartphones. So we are going to perform few tasks side by side on both of these smartphones, and then we will see which device is better when it comes to speed and performance. So right now both of these smartphones, they are switched off. So let's switch them on and let's see that which device is going to reach its home screen or lock screen first. So P30 Pro reached the lock screen first. The difference is very minute, just few milliseconds, but it was P30 Pro that reached the lock screen before P20 Pro. So right now both of these smartphones, they are connected to the same Wi-Fi network. So let's launch the Play Store and let's see that which device is going to launch it first and load all of its content. So P30 Pro was a bit faster. You can see that even the slider is moving first on P30 Pro and then on P20 Pro. Once again, P30 Pro was slightly faster. Now let's launch the camera application. So once again, P30 Pro launched the camera application and loaded the UI few milliseconds before the P20 Pro. As we can see that both of them are performing the same task at the very same time. The difference is very minute, nearly just few milliseconds or half second. And now let's take a picture from its front cam. So exactly at the very same time. And now let's take the picture and we are going to use the exact same mode. So the beautification and everything else is off. So let's take a picture and let's see that which device is going to capture and send to these tiny gallery icon first. Once again, P30 Pro is slightly faster compared to P20 Pro in capturing the image, processing and sending to this gallery here. So let's go from here and now let's launch some applications. Let's launch some benchmarking application. We will also have a look on the benchmarking scores. So let's just start with Antutu benchmarking. So exactly at the same time, I think, and you can have a look on the benchmarking test score result as well. P30 Pro scored 284,000 and P20 Pro scored 204,000. So in benchmarking test, the winner is P30 Pro, and also in this speed test, most of the time P30 Pro is performing a bit better compared to P20 Pro, but as you can see that the difference is very minute. So in real life scenario, you won't feel any difference while using any of these two smartphones. So in launching the application, P30 Pro was faster, but in loading the test score result, P20 Pro was faster. And once again, you can have a look on the test score result that P30 Pro scored 4,286 and P20 Pro scored 3,273. And now let's launch the contacts application, the phone book. Both of these smartphones, they got exact same contacts. So here we go with the contacts application. So once again, P30 Pro was few milliseconds faster compared to P20 Pro. Very negligible difference between these two smartphones when it comes to speed. And now let's do the web browsing test. For this we are going to use the Google Chrome browser, and we will just load few web pages to see that which device is going to load it first. So here we go with the web browsing test. So P30 Pro finished page loading first. As you can see that even the slider is moving on it right now, and now it started moving on P20 Pro. So once again, P30 Pro was a bit faster in loading and launching the one of the internal page on msn.com. Now let's try some other website. This time in the beginning, P20 Pro was faster, but it's actually P30 Pro that finished loading the page first. So you can see that once again P30 Pro is a bit faster when it comes to web browsing. And one more website, let's try shanghai.com this time. Once again P30 Pro was a bit faster. This time as well, while loading the internal page of shanghai.com, P30 Pro was 2 seconds faster compared to P20 Pro. So we can see that most of the time P30 Pro is performing better in terms of speed compared to P20 Pro, but as you can see the difference is very minute. If you are going to use these two smartphones side by side in real life scenario, you find very less difference between these two devices. And when it comes to performance and speed, obviously P30 Pro is better because it has better hardware specs, but P20 Pro is a great smartphone as well, and because of that the difference you are going to get in terms of speed is not going to be so much. So that's all for now friends. Thanks for watching this video here. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon to get the notification for future uploads, and I'll see you guys next time in another video. Have a nice day.